Let's talk about black pepper plants. This is how black pepper is grown. It is grown on a vine and is native to a few areas in India. Black pepper is the most commonly used and traded spice in the world and has evidence of culinary uses going back to 2000 BC. These are the black pepper fruits. So these ones are the unripened ones, and those are called drupes. And they're technically a type of stone fruit where they have kind of a fleshy outside and a hard inside like a peach. However, they're not very closely related to things like peaches and apricots and all of that. They're just kind of physiologically similar. There's actually 3 varieties of culinary peppers made from these pepper fruits. There's the regular black pepper, which is made from cooking unripe or these green peppercorns. There's also green pepper, which is produced from the dried but not cooked green peppercorns. And then there's white pepper that is made from the ripened fruits, but only the seeds of the ripened fruits. All 3 of these types of peppers are produced from the same plant and all have culinary uses. Now, black pepper is not closely related to things like chili peppers or bell peppers either, and instead of the kind of spiciness feeling coming from capsaicin like in spicy peppers, it comes from a different compound called piperine. In fact, black pepper's most closely related relative is just other types of pepper, like this one, which is long pepper, which is still used in culinary context, but a bit less frequently than regular black pepper. Now, like I said, black pepper plants are originally native to India and are now cultivated all over the world, but wild pepper can still be found in some areas of India, particularly the Western Ghats region. However, due to things like deforestation and habitat loss, the black pepper plant in the wild, while not considered to be endangered, is decreasing in population and becoming slightly more rare. Interestingly, I couldn't find a whole lot on the internet about what actually eats these black peppercorns in the wild. Most sources on the internet, when asked what eats black pepper, only points to spicy peppers like chilies and cayennes and other capsaicin-containing peppers instead of actual black pepper like we're talking about here. If I had to guess, there would be some birds and possibly insects that eat black pepper, since mammals other than humans typically aren't fond of spicy foods. I also mentioned that the use of peppercorns in cooking goes back to well over 4,000 years ago. There has been a long and incredibly extensive history of the spice trade, very closely involving things like colonialism as well, and I don't know if we have time to get into all of that. This video is mainly just focusing on the plant itself. The main flavoring agent, like I said before, is piperine, which is very, very, very mild. It's described as being less than 1% as spicy as capsaicin. It's typically much more bearable to the palate, but piperine is not the only compound that makes up the flavor of pepper. There's a whole host of different chemicals that all work together to give pepper its distinctive flavoring.